What's up guys, my name is Axfield. With this video I'm going to give you 10 essential tips that you can use within your game in Cataclismo. Now these tips will help you with the bare basics and it will also set you up for the later stages of the game. Now the first tip, and probably the most important tip, is to build multiple layers of walls to strengthen the walls. Now you get 4 categories of walls currently within the game. You'll start off with these bricks that's got a lot of different colors, almost like a grayish looking brick. Then you get a light blue brick. From there you get a dark blue, and then you get a purple. Now you want to ensure that when you do place these stone walls that you at least get the walls up to the light blue, because there's a significant difference in the health of the walls. So for example, if you look at the initial level of walls that you get, you can see that it's only got 6 health, which is incredibly weak. But then when you go on to the light blue, it improves with 90 the health. So you can see that's a massive difference. And then from there you go to the dark blue, which then also multiply almost times 3. And then from there you get the purple, which is then double from what we have here with the dark blue. So you need to, as you progress with the game, make sure that when you do set up your defensive walls that you at least get the light blue, and then you want to work your way towards the purple walls. Now you will get the light blue walls when you go up to level 4. The dark blue walls you will get when you get up to level 7. And the purple walls you get when you go up to level 13. So you want to make sure to stack your walls as high as you can to keep the walls as strong also as you can. Make sure to place your air filter at least 5 levels up to max out your production. Now automatically you will not be able to place the air filters on the ground, but as you place it on level 1 you can see that you start to produce oxygen, and then as you go on higher levels you can see that the air filter will produce more oxygen up until you get to level 5, where you get the maximum production, which is 180 on the standard air filter. Aside from that, you also need to build a staircase that can connect with the air filter so that your workers can reach it. You do have the option to build the air filters even higher, but you will not exceed the production of 180 on your standard air filters. You do get a bulk air filter and they work in the same principle, and they can go up to a maximum of 270 oxygen production. Warehouses increases the storage of stone, wood, minerals, and it also acts as a delivery point for your workers. So ideally you would want to place your warehouse close to any type of resource that you can find that is far away from your citadel to just make your resource collection so much quicker. Mist condensers gives you a set amount of mist fuel. So if you place your mist condenser on a plentiful deposit of mist, you will produce a maximum of 8 mist fuel. Now the mist condensers also acts as a storage, so in order to increase your mist fuel production you need to build more mist condensers. It's a good idea to do a house brick layout style for your walls when you start setting up your defenses. So what you want to do is you want to place each layer of bricks, you want to place on the joints of the bottom bricks. So in that way you've got more support for the bottom bricks. So just as an example, I'm going to build a few bricks on top of each other, placing them on the joints, and then I'm also going to build a couple of walls, just lining them up straight on top of each other. So the horrors, when they do attack, they go for the lower brick first. So if for example they do take the lower brick out first, you'll see that this whole wall will collapse. So it is not a good idea to place your bricks in line with each other. But when you do a brick layout or a house brick layout, you can take out the bottom brick and it will still stay intact. So this is a better way to do your layout for your walls. In that way they'll only break through a small piece of your wall, and they'll have to take out multiple bricks in order for the whole wall to come down. Each soldier performs better at a different height. So when you do select one of your soldiers, you'll see at the bottom of the name on which height they perform best. So also on top of that, when you've got your soldier selected, you can scroll with your mouse over the soldier and you'll see what altitude they are standing on. So currently my bowman is 7 meters high, which is ideal for the bowman. Then here at the bottom you'll see I made a small arch where the soldiers can shoot through. Now I've got a lobber as well as a captor here, and both the lobber and the captor performs best between the altitude of 0 and 4 meters, and you can see currently they are 2 meters high, so they are working most effectively within the range that they are currently now. Another great feature of this game is that you can build on top of certain structures. So for example, we've got the bomber's workshop here, and you see we've got a flat surface here at the top. Now hypothetically, I can go ahead and place myself an air filter on top here. So I'm gonna just go ahead and do that, and then also I can make a little pathway for my workers to get there. So let's just quickly do that. But you'll have a couple of buildings where you can place on top of them, and you can actually create an extended platform like I'm doing now, and then you can build additional other buildings like shelters on top of the bomber's workshop, just to utilize the space in the best way possible. As a last line of defense, you can place soldiers on top of the citadel. So if there's no more defensive walls left, you can bring your soldiers back. You've got 2 platforms on top of the citadel which you can send your troops to, and you can see it's 6 meters high, so you've got a pretty good altitude, and this is your last attempt to protect your city. Now you will not lose the game until the citadel is destroyed. Soldiers' line of fire can be obstructed by other walls. So idea is to place your soldiers on a vantage point where there's no other defensive structures in front of them. So for example, if I had to place a defensive wall over here like so, my soldiers here at the back will not be able to fire on any horrors that will attack this building on the opposite end of the wall. So you need to make sure that your soldiers always have a clear vantage point from wherever they are attacking. It is extremely important to explore and look for brood nests, because the brood nests contribute to the hordes that attack every night. So every time the daylight strikes, you need to send some soldiers out to make sure there's no brood nests that's surrounding your citadel. And these brood nests will definitely help you to just counter the effect of the hordes that's attacking at night. That's it from me, guys. I do hope that you enjoyed these tips, and if you did, please do remember to press the subscribe as well as the bell notification button so that you may stay updated on similar videos that I do. Now I generally cover games of city building, crafting and survival. So if you like any of those type of games within those categories, then this is definitely the channel for you to be. But thank you so much for watching, and then I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.
In a game of adventure and strategy, we make our mark. Accidental gamer, building kingdoms from the dark. Together we rise, we conquer.